Would you be open if WWE offered you a day 2 rematch with The Rock? How would you feel about that?
Yeah, I definitely take it. Yeah, I'd take it up. Yeah, I feel like I out-promoed The Rock that night.
You did out-promo him.
You did out-promo The Rock.
Yes, you did.
This is TMZ's Inside the Ring.
Welcome to TMZ's Inside the Ring. I'm Branson Quirke.
And I am Roger Corral.
Today is big. A historical moment
for
the Inside the Ring podcast. This is the first former WWE champion that this podcast has ever spoken to.
And the best former WWE champion.
The modern day Maharaja in the house. You may know him as Jinder Mahal from WWE, now making waves across the indie scene from WSW, GCW, and several other major indie promotions. Raj Dhesi. Hey, Raj, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, guys. Thank you for having me.
Of course, we are so happy to have you here. I mean, we have just been, Roger and I, going through everything you've been doing in the last year. And dude, you're a busy, busy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I've been very fortunate, been busy as I want to be. At first, I was kind of thinking I'm going to limit myself to around 3 bookings a month, just 3 matches a month. Just kind of take it easy, focus more on my personal life, my family life, business outside of WWE. But yeah, this past year and a half I've been away from WWE has been very busy. A lot of international tours, wrestled a lot of fun places, a lot of fun people. Yeah, it's been a blast.
I know you've wrestled in the indies before. Is there a noticeable change now that you're back in the field?
Yeah, it's a huge change. I think just with a business of wrestling of WWE, AEW, TNA, just skyrocketing, it really shows on the independents. Is also reflects on the independent scene, the level of talent, the level of shows, the production of the shows, the quality of the venues, just the fans too. There's more chants now. There's more crowd interaction. It's a lot more lucrative now. Independent wrestling. There's a lot more merchandising now. Just different ways to monetize now with social media. It's very different.
This might sound dumb, but is the wrestling different?
Yeah, the style is, I would definitely say, has changed. The younger guys now are very, very athletic. Again, it's a reflection of what they're seeing on WWE and AEW. The style has definitely changed there. So, it trickles down to the independents.
Yeah. Do you feel any pressure on your end to change up what you're used to? Again, you're a former WWE champion. You know how to get it done in the ring. Is there any pressure to change a bit?
So I wouldn't say it's pressure, but I have gotten a chance to show a different side of myself. Whereas in WWE, I was a heel always, and Vince wanted me to really wrestle in a particular way, kind of work holds and pick a body part and leave the excitement to the babyface. Vince was a little more old school, but now that I'm on the independents, I'm mostly babyface, and I do different moves and a lot of different crowd interactions and everything. I'm just having fun, really. This is the most fun I've ever had in my career. So as far as pressure, not really. The day that I feel that I can't keep up with the younger generation anymore is probably the time that I'll retire. But no, I can keep up. And I actually really enjoy wrestling the younger generation because I really have a lot of wisdom now at this point in my career, a lot of experience.
To say the least, man.
Way to undersell it.
Former WWE champion. I mean, growing up, I'm not that old. I'm 26 years old. So my peak watching WWE was 3-man band when I actually first started watching WWE. So, dude, you were on my screen every Friday on SmackDown. And, going from there on and throughout your WWE career, you were, like you said, you were always a heel in WWE. You always did things a certain way. And you were damn good at it, let me tell you. And again, I'm not that old, so I was younger, and I was a bit scared of you a little bit. You did a really good job as that. So going to now, you said you're now a babyface in the indie scene. How has that experience been for you, trying to adapt from that time? I mean, you did it for years being a heel. How has it been now trying to adapt yourself into being a babyface? Have you found any challenges with that?
I wouldn't say it's been a challenge because I worked with the best baby faces. Like in the history of wrestling, I got to work them not like several times. Randy Orton, AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, Tyson Kidd, TJ Wilson. I've wrestled the best wrestlers, and as a heel, you see the way that they sell, and as a heel, I have certain preferences, like from working with such good baby faces, like selling into position, when to do a hope spot, listening to the crowd. So I've got like like the best education possible in like being a baby face just by being a heel in the ring with these baby faces. So no, I like it, and also I have like quite a bit of equity built up with the crowds, and I think they're excited. You mentioned being a former WWE champion. There's not that many on the independents. I think myself, Jeff Hardy.
There's only 50 WWE champions in history, right?
It's a small list.
Yeah,
Small list.
and not that many are on the independent scenes that you can see in like an intimate environment and you know, a lot of crowd work and everything. So no, it hasn't been challenging. It's been very rewarding.
Well, wouldn't that bring a lot of, I would think, a lot of pressure to young talent that's working with you? Have you found them to be a little nervous working with the modern day Maharaja?
Yeah,
I mean,
the pressure's on the other end.
There's definitely some pressure on the other end. I'm sure you've found that a little bit too.
Yeah, absolutely. But I tell them the same thing. Like, guys, I promise you, this will be the easiest match you've ever had. Even when I was young, up and coming, I would wrestle more experienced wrestlers, and I would be really, really nervous, thinking that it's going to be like a really hard match. And it was the exact opposite, because they didn't plan that much, and neither do I. I kind of got to listen to the crowd, and that's something that I picked up from John Cena. Like, that's how he works. He doesn't plan very much. He just listens to the crowd and just entertains the crowd that is there that night. So yes, my opponents are often nervous. Like, they come with like all these crazy ideas. And obviously, I do listen to them. We do the ones that I think will look good, or it's the right time, or it's safe, etc. And nothing but positive experiences. They learn a lot, and at the end, like it's a great experience, and it's very rewarding for me to give back to the business.
Have you found, because like I said, going back to your career when you were a heel, have you found that it's been difficult trying to get over with the crowd as a baby face, especially once you began on the indie scene? Did you find yourself having to push that harder and harder, or was it pretty easy? Was there a bad reaction from the crowd? What was the reaction from most of the crowds that you worked in front of?
So it's usually good. And wrestling is super easy. You just got to come out like a baby face. Just come out and slap a few hands in the crowd.
He said wrestling super
I'm
easy.
joking.
Oh,
Not
man.
really, but
He makes it look easy. I don't think it is.
So it just as like a veteran wrestler, you have like certain tricks you know that work. But sometimes there's confusion. Like at first, when the music hits, there's a little bit of confusion. Or usually I'm wrestling an already heel, like a heel that's already in that local promotion, etc. So the crowd usually knows. And I have been heel a couple times here and there. But the way I like to do it is like I'll come out as a babyface and everything, and we do like the first half of the match as a babyface, and then I'll switch it halfway through. I'll kind of switch to being the aggressor. I might cheat behind the ref's back and then like turn it up a little bit. So yeah, I still do work heel. Again, it's just like little tricks that you pick up as a veteran wrestler from wrestling everywhere in the world, and just
well, you're damn good
like
at both, man.
art.
You're damn good at both babyface and heel. I just actually watched your this is a few months ago, but your WSW match with Matt Riddle, and at the end, there was a moment there where Matt he wanted to congratulate you in front of the crowd, but you decided to change it up a little bit. You decided to give him a good old, I wouldn't say RKO, but man.
So that we actually just called on the spot.
Oh, you did?
That was on the spot?
That match was so much fun. We just listened to the crowd, and the crowd just gave us so many energy, so many random chants going on. And at the end, I think maybe as we were shaking hands, I might have whispered to him, "You want to give me an RKO?" And he said, "You give one to me." And I gave it to him. But actually, at the end of the show, at the very end, it was the last show of the tour. I believe we did four shows in Australia. It was the last night, all the baby faces in the ring celebrating. The Bollywood boys, the Singh brothers are dancing.
Yeah.
Everybody's dancing. I was trying to get the message to him to give me the RKO then. But,
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like I'm wearing street clothes. I already showered. I'm wearing flip-flops and shorts, I think. But I was trying to get the message to him to give me the RKO at the end of the show. But that's okay. Next tour.
That's
do
funny.
you think that do you think you'll go again for the WSW Australian Championship again? Do you think that might be in your future?
I would love to. Australia is an amazing place. Just
also
culture.
far away.
It's pretty far. Yeah.
It's far, but again, locker rooms, like the crew that they assembled, the wrestlers, the crowd, the matches. It was just so much fun. The travel part of wrestling is the work. Going out there and performing it, that's not work. That's like the reward of dealing with the travel. Like the work for me has always been travel.
Right. I mean, if you're doing what you love, my grandpa always said it's not work, right?
It's not work.
It's not work as long as you're doing what you love. Speaking of Matt Riddle, we have to bring up the elephant in the room. I just want to ask you, so it's funny, we had him on last week on this podcast as a guest, and then I saw you posted that you have a match with him actually coming up at WrestleWeen, right?
Yeah. So that's Bret Hart's promotion in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Dungeon Wrestling. So yes, me and Matt Riddle, I have the Stu Hart Memorial Heavyweight Championship, and I'm going to put it on the line against Matt Riddle.
All right.
This is in Canada?
Yeah. In Canada, October 17th, Calgary. And it's actually at the Victoria Pavilion where Stu Hart ran Stampede Wrestling for so many years. Like wrestling, I believe, has been there for almost 100 years in that building.
Real quick, before we move on, since you are from Canada, are you a Bret Hart guy or are you a Shawn Michaels guy?
No, Bret. Yeah. I really like Shawn too, but for me personally, Bret.
What is your thought process going into this match with Matt Riddle? Is there any animosity between you two? What's this match going to look like for you guys?
So, still like 2 months away. So.
Yeah, there's enough time to build some animosity.
I know anything could happen in 2 months.
Right.
Matt Riddle could stir something up on one of these interviews.
Yeah. Don't worry, we're there.
Well, he's already stirred up a lot, especially in the last interview here. He went after a few people in WWE, which caused a lot of controversy. But that's his own personal experiences, obviously.
Yeah. But controversy creates. Cash, according to Eric Bischoff, right?
And whether or not it's over
good,
with the crowd is another question.
But it creates interest if matches ever happen, you know.
Right.
Those are the best storylines in wrestling, when you can blend reality and kind of blend in a little bit of work. And I think that's what WWE is really doing a good job of right now, really blurring the lines. Because I mean, this is my own personal opinion. Before dirt sheets kind of informed the smart wrestling fans about storyline, whatever's happening behind the scenes. So, yeah, if you can just work the dirt sheet writers, and then now you control the narrative, you control the storylines. So, I mean, it's a genius move. Yeah, especially with the Netflix show Unreal. You blend some blurs, a little bit of lines with storyline and reality on that show, bring it to Raw and SmackDown. It's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, Unreal has been incredible. I mean, it's been a debate, though. A lot of people are for it and a lot of people are against it. Some people don't like that they're revealing all of this behind the scenes. But me as a fan of wrestling, and I said this before, I don't want to just see Unreal in WWE. I want to see the process in the indie scene. I want to see the process across the board. I think that it's just so fascinating how you guys get prepped for your matches, how you get into, because when we talked about it before, I'm sure you can attest to this too. Every single promotion you go to is a new storyline, right? A new rivalry, a new wrestler you're facing. And it's just so, such a debate about, I want to hear what your opinion is on this. Are you for this whole like revealing the behind the scenes, or are you kind of against it? Do you want to keep that more secret and more kind of the fantasy going?
No, I think it's a good thing. The wrestling fans that already know, they already know what the deal is, but their perception of it is based off Twitter or online, is not really accurate. So I'm also for it because it'll bring new fans. Like, I'm personally more interested in the behind the scenes. Like, for instance, I don't watch very much NFL, but I do watch the show. It comes out on
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks. Exactly, exactly. And wrestling is the same way. Like, what the things that happen behind the scenes are much, in my opinion, much more interesting than what's happening on WWE programming.
That's a good take.
That's funny.
No,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah,
I agree.
it's just a way to bring more people into the sport of into WWE. You can call it a sport. It really is a sport of sports and entertainment.
Yeah.
It brings new eyes, and then again, as I mentioned earlier, it's a vehicle to maybe push storylines in the future. I think everything's gonna blend into one reality. What's a work? What's a shoot? Because that's and another thing that Unreal did was it didn't in any way show like wrestling is easy to do, that just anybody can do it. You just go in, it's just fake fighting, etc. Like, it showed like a lot of things go into this, like from a business perspective, things that the performers deal with, the pressures, etc. And then being on live television, things changing, injuries happening. Like, this is the reality of the business. And I think it kind of gives more credit towards the business. Maybe the WWE wrestlers, superstars, will kind of be held in a higher regard, because like forever, for years and years, like, you as a wrestler, like, you kind of have a stigma, like, oh, this guy's just a phony wrestler or something like that. Or
right. Well,
so,
you worked under Vince during your career, right? And
Yep.
you know him probably better than a lot of people.
Yeah.
And my question is, and this has been there's been a lot of talk about this online, about Unreal. How do you think, and you know Vince, how do you think Vince, or how do you feel Vince would react to this whole new era of this revealing the behind the scenes? How do you think that Vince feels about this?
I think he would be for it, because the thing with Vince is,
Really?
even in watching his documentary, the one thing you can get from it all is Vince puts the business first. And I believe this is a net positive for the business. And if he thought, in a business sense, bringing new eyes to wrestling, going more WWE going more mainstream, I think he would be for it. There's been shows before, even with Total Divas, etc., that have exposed the business, pulled the curtain back.
I love that show,
So
by the way.
it's happened
That was a good
before. If there's a way to monetize and bring more eyes to the product and make it more mainstream, I think he'd be all for it.
You know what? I never thought of it. You're right. It doesn't do anything in terms of like judging what's in the ring. It emphasizes how much work goes into like going to arenas every day, traveling every day, putting in the hard work in that regard. So you're right.
I think it's
Exactly.
changed the opinions of a lot of people that have thought otherwise about the business.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So we have to talk about this. And I know I'm going to go back a little ways, but we have to go back to day one, Monday Night Raw, where you and The Rock had a showdown in the middle of the ring. By the way, I was there in person in San Diego at the Pechanga Arena, and we were all, sitting there wondering who this former WWE champion is that's going to come out. And your theme hits. And I got to tell you this, I was so freaking excited. I was not like everybody else in there when they were showing camera on people. I was so excited for this because I was just so excited to see what was next for you in WWE. I was like, oh my gosh, are we going to get another title shot?
Yeah.
For Jinder Mahal here? And so you're in there with The Rock. What was it like working with The Rock? What? How soon did you find out about that? Was it the day of? Like, how did that all come about?
Yeah, it's a very interesting story. So for months I wasn't doing anything, and actually me returning returning to WWE, I had never left. I was just managing Indus and we were never booked, but or we were on main event, the show main event. So it's Christmas weekend. Christmas, New Year's in between then. And I flew home to Canada. I actually got engaged on the 28th, December 28th. So a few days before day one. Yeah. So I'm flying home and I got a text from one of the writers saying, hey, can you call me? And I just texted back saying, hey, I'm on the flight right now. I will call you, when I land. Sorry, back up a few days after that. That's a few days before that. So when we weren't being booked in WWE, me and Indashare, we would just get a text maybe 1 or 2 days before we're supposed to fly out saying, hey, you guys are not needed. I'm canceling your flights. So we got a group message, the three of us, hey, nothing, you guys don't have anything on Raw. I'm canceling you guys' flights. Just stay home this week, which was a regular occurrence at that time. And then I noticed that I got a separate text saying, shortly after that, like 15, 20 minutes after, saying, hey, no, you're actually needed for Raw. Then I seen on Twitter maybe a couple hours later, hey, former WWE champion returns. So I kind of did the math, but I knew it wasn't me returning. I knew it was just set someone else up. But even I was trying to figure it out, like, is Big E coming back? Is it Goldberg? Like, I'm trying to do the math just for my own sake, so I can kind of be prepared a little bit of what's to come. And so that was like maybe 2 days before when I landed, I called the writer and he told me, he's like, hey, so you've probably seen on Twitter, former WWE champion returns. Yes. He's like, okay, it's going to be you. And he told me it's going to be The Rock. But kayfabe, super kayfabe, don't tell anybody anything.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell anybody anything. Actually, I didn't even tell my fiance anything.
Wow,
Just
really?
married,
Yeah.
So you're lying right off the bat. Lying right off the bat is never good.
So I get to TV that day. But actually that morning I had received a script from Brian Gewirtz, Rock's writer. And I kind of went over the script, and it was basically kind of similar to what my promo was, talking about America, the problems with America, and The Rock was going to come out, and we were going to have a little back and forth. And at that point, WWE hadn't really done that in a little bit of while, especially after the regime change.
Yeah.
It seems like they stay away from that's kind of like a Vince tactic.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
So I was a little bit surprised when I saw that was the angle going to be, but
You
I
killed
really
it,
liked
man.
it. And then I made some notes. I put it in my own words. And earlier in the afternoon, I went to Rock's hotel when he landed. We rehearsed it.
Really?
But I hadn't. Rock had actually his part already memorized, his script already memorized, and I was a little bit embarrassed because, like, all right, let's rehearse. And I hadn't really memorized the script at that point, so I'm referring to the paper.
I mean, it was a long segment.
I mean, yeah, it's a long segment, man.
I think it was like over 10 minutes, right? It was long.
Yeah, maybe 15. It was a long segment.
Yeah.
And I cannot memorize word for word. I have a real big problem doing that. So I just need bullet points. But I told them, like, guys, I promise in the ring, I'll have it. Like, there was certain points that I had to hit because Rock was going to rebuttal in his promo. So there was just like a few things that I had to remember. And the rest, I just function off bullet points, kind of just listen to the crowd, etc. I have a guideline of where I'm going. But then the back and forth with the Rock part, we definitely had to memorize that. And then also we just went over the physicality real quick. And then he hit on a bus, and I saw him out there. That was it.
Wow.
Wow.
That's incredible. And I think that the most amazing part of this is that when I went back and watched this, I totally forgot you got the first hit on him, and you really laid into him for a bit before he got you back.
Nice.
Yes, yeah, exactly, yeah. I think we were like, so Rock told me he picked me, and I think maybe that was by design. He wanted someone like a little bit bigger. I mean, he is bigger than me, but I might be a little taller than him.
Is he really? You're a big guy, man.
You're a big dude.
Yeah. Actually, a lot of people meet me now. Like, I do meet and greets, and they're like, "What? Like, you're huge." I was like, then they're like, "It makes sense why you wrestle the way you wrestle."
Right. Well, I mean, of course, incredible moment. And then we were talking here at TMZ, Roger and I, and we just had an idea. And okay, so if this came to your doorstep, would you be open to it? Now we have The Rock right here. And we just have one question. Would you be open if WWE offered you a day 2 rematch with The Rock? How would you feel about that?
Yeah, I definitely take it. Yeah, I take it up. Yeah, I feel like I out-promoed The Rock that
You
night.
did out-promo him.
You did out-promo The Rock.
Yes, you did.
You went out there for like 15 minutes, man.
And you pissed off the crowd. You pissed a lot of people off. I was up there. I heard it.
and it was like a different promo than I was used to doing. Like the style, I had really worked on my promos during that time that I wasn't on television. Had promos a week-to-week basis. I had I wanted to be more conversational in the promo and kind of deliver my points that way in a more less is more kind of way, but in a more powerful type of way. So I was glad I got to show that side of me, that type of promo. It's one of the last things that I got to do in WWE. So very fortunate.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I want to ask you about Tony Khan, because part of the controversy in one of these matches was you had a match against Seth Rollins, and suddenly you have Tony Khan, AEW's owner, tweeting about you and saying, I don't remember the words exactly, but it was
He's basically, I hadn't won a match in 2 years.
Yeah, he started talking trash about you, and so I wanted to know, like, is there any bad blood here? Like, what's going on here?
No. It was good. It was. Again, it was good for me. It was good for WWE. It was good for my title match with Seth, and it was good for AEW and good for Hook's match with Samoa Joe. He was getting a title shot against Samoa Joe. It just created more buzz.
So no bad blood
maybe some
between
controversy.
you and Tony. No bad blood. If he offered you a contract AEW today, there'd be no problems between you guys?
So not on that end, but I would have to see if the business makes sense. What's the storyline? Is there a plan for me, or am I just coming to do nothing? And just because it's not a good feeling where you get paid every week and you're not earning it. Like,
sure.
I'm past that point in my life, past that point in my career. Whatever I do, I want to do something next level, whether it's in wrestling or in business or in something else. Like, I don't want to just coast anymore. So yeah, of course I'd be open to it, but it would have to make sense on a financial level, on a storyline level, on a creative level. All things have to make sense. Yeah. But I actually met him one time. This was a couple of years ago. I think this was maybe 21 or 22. There was a bare knuckle boxing event here in Tampa, and I met him, and he was a nice guy.
Oh, before the tweet.
This was before the tweet.
This was before the tweet. Yeah, this was before he pulled the heel turn.
Yeah, right. Pulled the heel turn. I mean, and you've said that. I saw you made that statement in an interview about your return potentially to WWE. Same thing. Has to be a financial.
It has to make sense.
Creative has to make sense, which I really, really respect that, and I love that. I think that that's very respectable that you are keeping yourself at that high of a level. In terms of going forward. I know you're involved in other things outside of WWE. I've seen some statements you've made about being into investing and stocks and things like that. What kind of advice could you give to other wrestlers that are exiting WWE or are currently in any promotion about that?
So I would say just learn about finances, learn about budgeting, learn about taxes, learn about the corporate structure, how you can incorporate yourself and then perform as a business. And now you have X amount of tax write-offs, and how to really save on your tax bill, and then just investing in your 401k, and then also just investing in stocks and ETFs. Learn about compound interest. The thing is, everybody wants to get rich quick, but it doesn't work that way.
Me included.
It's slow.
I'm a crypto guy.
No, I actually am too. I've been
really
well. I'm not a crypto guy. I'm a Bitcoin guy. I got into Bitcoin in 2016, and it's probably like I hate saying this because I don't want to.
Well, you are balling right now, then.
But the thing that I've done the best in is Bitcoin, but even more than wrestling.
Well, because you came in early.
But like. I became educated about it. I learned about it. I learned about the money system, what the benefits are, etc. But like 99.9% of cryptos everything is a Ponzi scheme.
Sure. I mean, Raj,
proceed with caution.
Raj, you're talking about the 99%. I myself, I thought I went out, I thought I learned everything, and all of a sudden I was investing in like fart coin.
Oh boy.
Butt coin.
So that's just you're playing hot potato. Like you hear of people making all this money, but for someone to make that much money, it means X amount of people lost that much money too.
Right.
And oftentimes you don't hear about that. So yeah, just financial literacy is very important, or else this business controls you. And then when you're desperate, you don't make good decisions. Just empower yourself, educate yourself, and that's early as possible.
I feel like you should implement this into your character, man.
If he did, then it'd be like financial advice. So he'd have to be
$1
careful.
million
That's
man.
true. That's true.
Yeah, people might come for him. I want to talk really quickly before you go, just about the involvement of celebrities now in the business, all across the board, not just WWE. It's become bigger than ever. We see Logan Paul, of course, Jelly Roll just recently, and I don't think that that's the end of this. What's your personal feelings about celebrities being involved? Are you for it? Are you against it? Do you think it's silly? Do you respect it?
I think it's good as long as the celebrity respects the business also and does the work. And I think WWE does a good job of weeding out. There's been a few instances, but just as long as they realize this is a tough business, I'm gonna have to really like focus on this. And I think it's good. Anything that brings new eyes to the product, I'm all for it. Does it really bring that many eyes to the product in the sense that do more people come or do more people watch the show? I don't think that it makes that big of a difference in terms of ratings. But just in general perception, I think it does a lot. In WWE's branding, the WWE brand is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And when you have names like Logan Paul and Bad Bunny associated with it, when you do these TV deals and you get to have Logan Paul on your Netflix programming,
Looks good on paper.
That's worth a lot of money.
It looks good on paper, right?
Yes.
I do have to ask, I mean, in your personal experience, was there ever a time back in WWE, anytime you were in wrestling, where you had a bad experience with a celebrity that was involved in Raw, SmackDown, a PLE?
No, never. They're all super cool. At the end of the day, they're just people. People are people. Yeah. Right. I'll tell you guys a funny story about Travis Scott, though.
I tried not to bring him up.
So this is actually 2016, right when I had gotten back to WWE. And we were in Los Angeles Staples Center, and I'm in catering after my match. I think it was on Superstars, our main event, one of the shows before Raw. And I'm actually talking to X-Pac in catering, and someone like zips by me, and they're wearing a DX jacket, like one of those chalk line jackets.
Yeah.
And it's Travis Scott, but I don't know it's Travis Scott. This is really early. This is 2016 Travis Scott. I have no idea who he is, but I think he had like one hit song at that time. Mm-hmm. And he comes up and he sees X-Pac and he's like, oh, suck it. He's going crazy.
Yeah.
And then we're like looking around. Even X-Pac didn't know who he was. X-Pac's like, what?
Really?
And then like one of his handlers is like, oh, that's Travis Scott. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Like who?
But then like
so
he became
random.
one of the largest artists in the world and made his big return to WWE and who knows, maybe he'll make another return someday.
Well, he faced a little bit of criticism not long ago when he was involved in the John Cena, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Right. And then he eventually didn't he damage Cody's eardrum?
He hit him. He socked him. Yeah.
I don't think he meant to do that though. Right.
You just get excited. He just got like the crowd, the adrenaline is just such an exciting atmosphere. It's easy to lose yourself.
Yeah, I could see that. Is there a celebrity that you would ever like to face?
So I think Gronk.
Okay.
Yeah.
You worked with him
Gronk.
before, right? I think it was WrestleMania or
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
He gave me the big tackle. I was really hoping for that match at some point, maybe a tag match. It was discussed a little bit, but not very seriously.
Okay.
Who else?
Are there any wrestlers too? Anyone that you'd like to face right now?
Wrestlers. There's a bunch of new guys that I'd like to face. Swerve Strickland, I'd like to face. MJF.
That guy is always in character.
Yeah. Penta. I mean, Penta's not a new guy or a young guy by any means.
I love
but Penta. Yeah, Penta's awesome.
Sounds like you see a lot of AEW.
I do. I watch a little bit. I do a good job of keeping track of what's going on in wrestling. Do I sit and watch the entire show? No, but I kind of see through social media what's going on, and
it's tough. It's tough to keep up because, especially now, I mean, wrestling is, I think, bigger than ever right now. It is
Yeah.
Like there is so much to watch, right? And here at TMZ, we're just now tapping into this potential of just how big the business is. I do want to ask too. You know, here at TMZ, we broke Hulk Hogan's death. Did you ever have a run-in with Hulk Hogan during your time with WWE? Did you have any type of friendship with him?
Many times. Yeah, many times. He was backstage quite regularly. Like growing up, obviously, Hogan was a huge part of like all of our childhoods. And to me, he was always good. Was he the perfect person? No. But as a performer, as a wrestler, one of the all-time greats, like changed the business. So a lot of respect for that. But the thing is, nobody's perfect. And I can only comment on a professional level. He's like on the Mount Rushmore, definitely my Mount Rushmore. Always great to me, and that's really all I can judge him based off.
I mean, it's hard to deny what he's done in the business. It's completely impossible to deny. Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody kind of has like a mixed feeling, just because everything that happened, all the controversy, like the racist stuff, the racial slurs, etc. So definitely a lot of personal issues, but as a performer and how he treated me, always good.
I think it's cool to hear you talk about, you know, again, you grew up watching wrestling as well. And, you know, I know sometimes it feels like people just say things to say things. We really are huge fans of you here. I think you're one of the greatest heels of all time. And, you know, I have you here. And so I just want to give you your flowers. I think you do. I know you want to be a babyface at times, but I think you do such a spectacular job with your role. So I just wanted to say that.
Thank you, bro. Yeah. And at that time, the business was at a different point. Like the business changes so much every 5 years. Can I do what I did back then? Today, probably not. But for that time, it was, it was something different. It was something refreshing. Like someone like a chicken shit heel wins a champion and then cheats to keep the title over and over, and everybody's frustrated and everybody wants this guy to lose. Like, I don't know if it's possible to do that today in wrestling, because there's so much. Like everybody wants to know behind the scenes what's going on with this person. Like at that time, there was still a lot, but it was still less. Like social media wasn't as prevalent. There was less podcasts. There wasn't shows like Unreal, etc. Like even as WWE superstars, we were kind of encouraged to post more in character, and there wasn't such a separation between character and performer. Now I think there's more of a divide.
Yeah.
But at that time, it was still during the Vince era, very much like stay in character, heels, you know, heels are heels, etc.
Well, we appreciate you being with us today. So appreciative. Real quick, tell everybody what you got coming up. Anything you'd like to promote? We know you got WrestleWeen. When is that, by the way?
October 17th, and at the end of this month, I'll be in Malaysia, going to Malaysia for the very first time. And I just got married 2 months ago. So
congratulations,
man.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. So I didn't take too many bookings. I'm kind of just taking it easy. I got some other stuff outside of wrestling business stuff going on that takes a lot of my time. So unfortunately, wrestling is kind of taking a backseat just at that time. For the time, I don't have that much time available, but yeah, maybe in a few months. The thing is, I want something to really motivate me. That's what I'm looking for.
Like me talking to you, me getting up this morning, that's what motivated me.
Yeah, that's our motivation.
Seriously, man.
I need something to excite me. Like I don't know what it is. It'll come. And then,
Maybe Tony Khan will give you
whoever it is. I'm just looking at for a chance just to grow, show a different side of me, you know, evolve. And just grind and hustle. Like I'm waiting for something. Something will come.
I just think it's really awesome that you're able to do both. Because we talked to Matt Cardona a few weeks ago, and that guy, I mean, he keeps himself booked pretty much 24/7, so he's always on a plane. Yeah. And so definitely a different approach to his career there. So I just think it's awesome that you could do both things. So
that's a lot, man.
Well, thanks, Raj.
Cardona's killing it. I see him all the time on the indies, and he really did a good job of laying out a blueprint of being a successful independent wrestler. Like he has so many streams of income, so many different ways to monetize. Like he's not just a wrestler; he's a businessman. Yeah, that's what he's an entrepreneur.
He's good. I'm not going to predict who wins this WrestleWeen match because Matt Riddle actually might be coming here in person before your match, like a week or two beforehand. So I don't want to catch any smoke. not gonna mess with him. All right.
Yeah,
well,
we'll see. Maybe 2 weeks before the show, you'll cut a big promo on me. Maybe I'll rebuttal, or maybe I'll see him in the ring. I don't know. Let's see. You got to buy a ticket to tune in to see what's going to happen.
Oh, we will. We will. Well, thank you, Raj. Thanks for being on with us.
Thank you, Raj.
Thank you, guys.
Talk to you soon. Bye. What a great guy.
Yeah, really nice guy.
Really nice guy. I did not expect that. I mean, I was serious when I said that I was terrified of Jinder Mahal in WWE. Probably up till day one last year.
Yeah, there you go. That's when it all went.
26 years old, man. I'm scared of the AEW guys.
That's you know what's funny? I think I forgot what actor it was, but they said the people that play the best villains are the nicest guys.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
He's such a nice gentleman.
Yeah.
We have a lot to talk about.
It's been a
Roger,
a few weeks.
You weren't on this past interview with Matt Riddle. You watched it though.
I did.
Right? You seen the headlines. I think as of yesterday, we were at about 30 plus outlets that has covered this. Matt Riddle, if you guys didn't see the interview, go check it out in our last episode. He came on here and he spewed a lot about his personal opinions about several different WWE superstars, and he didn't hold back.
No, your email's loaded, man. I can't get a hold of you anymore.
My email is loaded, man. I need an assistant now.
We got him a PA.
Matt Riddle, you're causing me a lot more work, but it's okay because you helped us out here. A lot of eyes were on us, which is always good.
Of course.
Publicity is good no matter how good or bad it is. He said a few things in this interview.
Yeah, I think, and I feel like he wasn't even pushed. You were just asking questions.
I just asked the question and he went into it. And the important thing too is if you watch those clips that have gone viral now, one of them, this one about him kicking Roman's ass and that Roman knew that.
That's all over my feed now, man.
It's all over your feed. My friend texted me that his Twitter or X was just filled with this on his timeline. He wasn't even looking for it. But that's been probably the biggest debate. Obviously the CM Punk comments, but the biggest debate, whether or not Roman Reigns could win in a street fight, plus Brock Lesnar as well in a street fight against Matt Riddle. Roger, I want to ask you. We never got to give our own opinions because we were too busy asking him questions. I want to give our own answers about this. Do you feel Roman Reigns, Matt Riddle, street fight? What do you think?
I think this is crazy. Okay, maybe. I think he has a valid shot. I mean, he's an MMA fighter, right?
Yeah.
It's not like we're picking some scrub off of the street here. Like, Matt Riddle is a legit fighter, a legit wrestler. I don't know the reason why he wants to have these fights. I do think he has. I feel like he probably sees these people and he feels like he could match up with them. And so I don't think it's far-fetched that he could beat up Roman Reigns. Did he mention Brock Lesnar as well, you said?
I mean, headlines did it. I'm kind of going gray a little bit on what he said. Brock Lesnar was mentioned. Brock Lesnar was mentioned at some point, but the big debate was Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns, yeah.
Roger, I'm going to say it right now, and this is just my personal opinion, everybody. This is not TMZ saying this. Personal opinion. I think Matt Riddle, Roman Reigns, I think Matt Riddle would win in a landslide.
Oh, a landslide?
Are you kidding me?
I was being a little cautious here.
Matt Riddle's a former MMA fighter. He's like, those guys know what they're doing. One chop, you could go down. I mean, I love Roman Reigns, but I mean, Matt Riddle, he could probably kick his ass.
Roman Reigns has been getting his shoes stolen every week. He has bigger issues.
Yeah, he has bigger issues.
Yeah, he has bigger issues.
But I really want to see this, Roger.
No, I agree. And actually, I don't know Roman's background. I know he played football before wrestling. And again, all these guys are really athletic. These are like top legit athletes. Calling it a landslide is wild to me.
I mean, the one thing too, if we're talking about the debate about Brock Lesnar with Matt Riddle, I think it's safe to say Brock Lesnar would probably unalive Matt Riddle.
Oh, that's Riddle. Where you do a full turn.
A full circle. I mean, Brock's just he's
a beast,
inhuman. He's another level.
And I think
he's a monster.
I think Matt Riddle even mentioned CM Punk in UFC. Like, once you enter like a real a fight, actually, like, some of these guys do, like, it's crazy how intense that gets. I remember Brock Lesnar's first fight, and everybody was a bit cautious. It's like, oh, how good are these guys? And I remember Brock Lesnar completely, like, he won in like a minute. It was like a big deal when it happened. Right. So, yeah, I'm sure if I see Matt Riddle in action now, it'd be the same thing. kick everyone's ass.
Can you imagine SmackDown,
boy.
the backstage,
Oh,
Raw?
boy.
This was definitely probably a topic.
I'm telling you, man.
Especially with Roman Reigns coming back last night on Raw.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sure.
I doubt, again, this has become the hottest podcast out there. You're doing an excellent job with this, by the way.
Thank you. You are too. I mean, dude, we're one in the same.
We're one in the same.
Yeah.
But I know you have been flooded with requests and comments just about this interview itself. That's not even counting all the other interviews you've done. So
I just want everybody to know Matt Riddle is a good guy. Okay, He's a
We
really
love Matt
nice
Riddle.
guy. Everybody just keeps trashing on him. I can go on my phone right now and I consistently
nice
get
guy.
notifications about the fact that Roman Reigns would kick his ass.
that's what I'm saying. He has his opinions. There's nothing wrong.
That's the most important thing. Free
Yeah.
speech.
Free speech.
All right,
That's
well,
how we end this.
we could talk about this forever, Roger. Well, typically, guys, we would have a recap today about Raw, about SmackDown, about AEW over the past week. That's what we do here on Tuesdays. Don't worry, we're going to continue that. Starting next Tuesday, we'll be back to it, Raw, SmackDown, AEW. But I wanted to mention a couple things, at least from coverage in the last week. You watched Raw last night. We saw Roman Reigns come back at the very end. This LA Knight, CM Punk type, I'm not going to call it a rivalry. They're working together. I feel this could either cap off really badly for them, or they might end up becoming friends after this. What do you think?
Oh, you see a friendship?
I can see a friendship. Yeah, I definitely.
That's funny. I didn't thought of it. It does give off Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho type of vibes, where a friendship might brew out of this. And I think it's a great opportunity for LA Knight. You know, this is a guy who, the minute he got hot, they pushed him to the top. He had a world title match against Roman Reigns like 1 month in after getting cheered. And so everyone's had him in our list of like, hey, this guy needs a real title shot. And so I think a lot of fans are happy to see him mix it in with CM Punk and all of these guys and Seth Rollins.
CM Punk is more open to being friends than him.
That's true.
Kudos to CM Punk. Came up to him last night and was like giving the guy every single opportunity to just chill the hell out.
Yeah.
But LA Knight, he's just got his panties in a bunch.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And he won't chill out. Dude, CM Punk is trying to work with you. If you don't work together, then you're both not gonna get the title. Okay? You gotta work together here because Seth Rollins has a lot of guys on his side. He's got the MFTs, he's got Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker's no one to mess with. So I think LA Knight, if you're watching this, please just be open-minded to CM Punk. Thanks. Okay, moving on from that. I'm gonna say, and then of course, Naomi. Who's going to take the championship after this? Who do you think?
I hadn't even thought of that.
I didn't even thought of that. It's so early. She said 9 months they have to play around for
a year. Like,
9 months and some change.
Yeah.
Right.
Then you have maternity leave. And then once you have a baby, you don't want to go back to work, man.
Right. Drew McIntyre, he explained to the crowd on Friday night, by the way, just his feelings about last week where he completely obliterated Cody in that announcement table, which again, we said it before. I don't think announcement tables should do that. We didn't even see Cody.
No, that hurts.
He told him get well soon.
Yeah.
Clash in Paris is coming up soon here.
Yeah. I feel like these matchups, Clash in Paris feels like, I think Drew McIntyre said it, or I don't remember if it was Drew McIntyre, but this is going to be a hot crowd. So to see a feud like this going in there, the crowd's going to be lively, man.
It always is in Europe.
Yeah.
Europe's crazy.
Europe crowds are the best.
All right, Roger. Well, we can go on, but next Tuesday, guys, please come back for the recap on Raw, SmackDown, and then, of course, when Clash in Paris happens, we will be all over it.
We will be here.
As well as AEW. I'm so into this MJF rivalry with Adam Page right now.
Yeah.
I think it's the best thing that's happening in wrestling. Not trying to dog on WWE, but I think it's the best thing that's happening in wrestling. By the way, too, I wanted to bring this up really quick. I was on my For You page last night.
Wait, is this MJF related? What's happening?
No, this is not. This is Ryback related.
Oh, Ryback related.
This is Ryback related. I was on my For You page last night. I'm trying not to lie. I was scrolling along, and typically I see some clips from Ryback, but I saw a particular one that's going viral right now. Just play the clip.
Oh my gosh.
I do my punishments, so.
Mommy Ash.
Wait, who's your mommy, little doggy?
Mommy Ash.
It's a good boy. Who's your mommy?
Okay.
What's happening on your For You page, man?
Ryback. No. It's not. No, it's not the conversation about what's going on with my For You page. What is going on with Ryback? This guy is gooning hard. Maybe this is not the first
Are we
time.
verified? Is this real?
Yes, this is real.
This is
He's
crazy.
barking like a dog.
Oh boy.
People have their problems with Ryback, but I think I now have a problem with him. I mean, I get it, man. You got to goon sometimes, but sometimes you just got to do it in private, buddy. This was something else. This was something else.
We were entertained.
Well-
I don't know what's going on in his life, but
Maybe he had a bag of Ruffles before that. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us here on TMZ's Inside the Ring. Thank you, Roger.
Thank you.
Thank you to Raj Dhesi. It was such a pleasure having him on. And guys, we have a big next interview
oh boy.
on Thursday. So be back here. This is probably going to be our biggest one yet.
Keep saying that every week.
It's
Keep
gonna-
saying that every week.
Trust me, it's going to continue this way. See you guys.